Hello, everybody. Welcome to Solo 1 of Minor Gaps. So we're in the explanation section. We're in part 1. So welcome. And we're going to learn a couple of solos, actually 3 solos. And then the fourth solo is actually a solo in which we will reuse all the lines that we'll be learning to create a new one. So let's get to the first one. I'm very excited about this. And for the first line, it's actually a blues line. I'm trying to establish the G minor tonality here, so you can always bend a little bit. So say a quarter bend, just a hair bit on your flat 3. So in the case of G minor, the flat 3 is the B flat. All right, so what I did there was third finger, slide, pick, 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 pick. So one more time, slide, up, down, roll with your second finger, grab the eighth fret, C, grab the B flat, bend it a little bit, do a pull off, hit the 7th fret. So the reason I did this bend here again on the root is because it happens a lot in a lot of lyric out in solo. So I'm just copying its sound. So I can't help recreating it here because this is, well, lyric can't play on this tune. So it makes sense to use some of his signature licks or touch in a song that's written by him. So one more time, the first line, third finger. Sorry. So one more time, go. Pull off. All right, so moving on. Let me just explain the whole thing to you later on after I show you all the fingering. So this is a very common jazzy sound that you can find in a lot of jazz solos, and it's actually stolen from some horn lines. So those instruments require you to to breathe in and breathe out. So they're very melodic, and in a lot of guitar solos we actually copy those lines and use them, incorporate them into our own solo. You do the pull off with your fingers, but the touch is like, the phrasing is like, you hold on to this note for just a hair bit, you pull off, and then do this again, okay? So this note should land on the beat 1 of the next bar, okay? So moving on, hitting the B flat, so D, C, and B flat, so 10, 13, 11th fret, and then I chromatically target the A on the 9th, on the 10th fret. And then hit the C. And then I'm trying to target the D here actually, but I'm doing it with a lot of chromatic notes and a lot of detours. Not yet. I know you want to go here again already. You can, but I want to go a little bit off. So in here, so let me explain the whole thing now. So for the first line, I'm just looking at I consider this whole thing as one thing. So in B flat major, you can do that to the 3rd. The 3rd is the D. So you can approach the 3rd from the 5th. In that manner. Very jazzy sound. So you have that's a good major lick there, alright? So in here, I'm trying to target the chord tones of D7 actually. So if you know the chords well, you have the D major triad here, so the 7th fret, on the D, on the G, on the B, and then the C. So it's a D7 chord. So I'm just trying to target the A. The A is the chord tone, but it's just up here. Or you can look at it this way. So the conventional C7 chord. You can find a 5th here. All right. So I'm just targeting it with 2 chromatic notes. So you pick, hammer on. Do an upstroke here. The C is the chord tone in the flat 7. And then here I'm actually trying to target the D, but I do it with a lot of chromatic notes. If I do it on one string, it would make sense. So I'm just trying to go to this note, but I want to skip to the C. And you can do them with the adjacent string, D string. You'll make it a lot smoother. So pick, pull off, again, pick, pull off, pick this note, hit this note, slide, alright? So very slowly. Hammer on, pick, pull off, slide. So these touches are very important, and they will make it sound a lot more jazzier. So make sure you have these touch down. Alright. And now I'm going to descend using a G minor 9 idea. So I hit the D again, 8th fret, 7th fret, pull off, and then I pick a G here, and then G. The A is actually the 9th of the chord, so slide, pick, slide, down. So you have a mini sweep here. So these 3 notes, 1, 2, 3, they are played as triplets. Alright, so far. With your pinky, grab the 10th fret, the A, chromatically go up until you reach the C. Alright. Do the same thing. Targeting the A. So we are on a C minor chord here. So chord tones are very helpful. They give you a sense of direction. So I want to actually target the E flat here. Hence this line here. G, B flat. They're actually chord tones, but they will look closer. What I'm about to play, I really just G minor pentatonic, or G minor blues, G blues stuff. So, but then they fit real well here because I'm over a C minor chord, and B flat is actually a chord tone. G is actually a chord tone of C minor as well. And I played a little blues here. I will explain that again. So I'll show you again. Chromatics, G and B flat, a little blues. So I did this with my 3rd finger. So slide, pull off, hit the 10th fret again. Alright. Alright, so that's tricky, but very musical. And then I have a very strange sounding arpeggio. But I'm sure if you know your arpeggios well, especially in one of the sections in which you're asked to play some arpeggios, is actually tested in the exam. So it's actually a B7 flat 5 arpeggio. So you have the root, you have the 3rd, the flat 5, making it very dissonant, flat 7. The root again. Alright. Alright. So up to this part is all B flat, B7 flat 5 arpeggio, and I'm trying to lead to the F with the flat 9 sharp 9 of the F root. Alright, so the whole thing. In time. Sorry. One more time. So arpeggios are very powerful tools when it comes to outlining chord changes. And then here I did something very dissonant again. So we're playing over an E9 sharp 11 chord. So it is a very dissonant way of covering this chord, and we're actually just playing a lot of tension. So the F is actually the flat 9. So if the root is here, this one's the flat 9. We have the C sharp, which is the basically the major 6, or the double flat 7. And then the B flat is actually the flat 5, and then a flat 9 again. Very dissonant sound. So it should actually, if you move it down, you can actually play it half step down. Then you will actually have an E augmented chord. We'll use it later on in our solos, one of our solos. Very, quite a bit dissonance there as well, because the C is still a dissonant tone, it's still a tension. Alright. But, well, let me correct myself. You're not just move down by one step, but you have to change something, so you can play the E, C, G sharp, E to give the E augmented sound. So in here we play the F, C sharp, B flat, B flat and F, giving a very altered sound for the chord. Alright, so here's the first part. So check this out, and I will see you in the next part.